Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including a Toyota and Tesla partnership, more Model S refresh updates, Cybertruck production news, another new Model Y, and more, so let's get into it, and a special thanks to BlockFi for sponsoring this video. First up today, Tesla has significantly raised the price of their solar roof. According to Electrek, last year a 3,947 square foot home with a 12.3 kilowatt roof system was $54,966 before incentives. Now Tesla's configurators show the price between $79,938 and $100,621 for the same size roof and system. According to a number of solar roof customers, there was a big difference between the initial quoted price and actual price after the project details were worked out. So while this could signal the solar roof price increasing drastically, it could also signal Tesla's quoting getting more accurate, so as to not surprise customers once the details are worked out. According to Tesla, quote, "Roof complexity is determined by the pitch, number of joints, chimneys, and other features on your roof. Complex roofs take more time and materials to install than simple roofs, which increases the total system cost. Once you place an order, our design team will use remote imagery to confirm your roof complexity and system fit." Next up, a quick update about the Tesla Semi. My last video was a deep dive into how the Tesla Semi could save everybody money, and just recently Elon Musk gave us a couple of tweets with some small updates about the Semi production constraints. First, he responded to someone asking how the Semi is coming, and specifically asking, "What year do you think we'll see follow the leader driverless platooning?" This is a concept that Elon talked about at the original Semi announcement event, where one Tesla Semi leads and the others follow in a convoy to bring down overall costs. These semis would be using the same autopilot technology included on Tesla's vehicles. Elon responded saying, quote, "We are too cell constrained right now, but probably okay next year." This brought up a lot of confusion since the Tesla Semi is supposed to be coming by the end of this year. However, I think Elon is specifically replying to the part about this tweet talking about follow the leader driverless platooning. I still think next year is a big stretch for that, but maybe Elon is referring to the Semi production getting to the point where this is possible, and that won't happen until next year. He followed up a couple days later to say, quote, "Demand is no problem, but near-term cell supply makes it hard to scale Semi. This limitation will be less onerous next year." After this tweet, it seems like they could very well still ship the Semi at the end of this year, and then have enough battery production into next year to truly deliver on their pre-orders and begin scaling to meet demand for the Semi. Now moving on to the Model Y, when Tesla unveiled the Model Y back in March of 2019, they unveiled 4 different variants: a standard range, long-range rear-wheel drive, long-range all-wheel drive, and performance model. By the time the Model Y launched, however, they only shipped the long-range all-wheel drive and performance models. After around 10 months or so, the standard range did launch, but disappeared after only a couple weeks, and seems to be gone for good. Even though Elon said you can buy it off menu, I haven't seen any customers have actual luck with this. For the rear-wheel drive Model Y long range, this was expected to be a very popular option, and Tesla took pre-orders of the car initially. In fact, my original Model Y order was a long-range rear-wheel drive model. The rear-wheel drive could enable higher range and bring the cost down from the all-wheel drive for those customers that don't really need to have it. Elon tweeted back in July to say, quote, "We have reduced pricing on Model Y long-range dual motor and will offer a long-range single motor Y in a few months, which improves affordability while still keeping the product excellent." As we've seen, that car has yet to come, and Teslarati had even reported that Tesla was letting customers know that they would never produce this vehicle. Now, the rear-wheel drive long-range Model Y has received its CARB certification. According to the document, the long-range rear-wheel drive Model Y has a range of 470 miles, but keep in mind that this is not at all related to an EPA estimated range. The all-wheel drive version is listed at 445 miles of range in this CARB certification, so we can see about 25 miles more range in the rear-wheel drive Model Y with these CARB numbers, which could translate to maybe 15 or so EPA numbers. The prediction from the driven is 329 miles for this car as an EPA range, which is only about 3 miles more than the all-wheel drive Model Y is listed at. Based on the previous Model Y CARB certifications, this could signal that the rear-wheel drive Model Y is coming within a number of months. This is the first time this particular vehicle has been certified by the California Air Resources Board, and it's a good sign for those holding out hope for this vehicle. I just personally don't know how I feel about it. It seems like Tesla decided against it and instead decided to launch the standard range model. However, they nixed that, and Elon Musk tweeted that the range does not meet the Tesla standard of excellence. Maybe Tesla will try to meet in the middle and release a long-range Model Y with rear rear-wheel drive that appeals to more customers. I think it will be incredibly popular, especially at a lower price point, which may be why Tesla has not added it. They don't want to mess with Model 3 sales by releasing a cheaper car with similar range and better features for many people. Not sure if I've said it before, but I'd love some better communication from Tesla, especially with customers still holding pre-orders for this mysterious car. Next up, some big news regarding Tesla and Toyota. A recent report in a well-known South Korean publication says that Tesla and Toyota will revisit their partnership to develop a future all-new electric vehicle. This partnership has been in process and review since 2020. This particular partnership is said to result in the development of a small electric SUV. Toyota will provide the vehicle platform, and Tesla will supply the EV's electronic control platform and software. The benefit of this partnership is that you get the best out of both of these companies. Toyota is undeniably good at the fundamentals of making a vehicle, and Tesla has a reputation for having some improvements to do with quality control. Tesla is undeniably good at the fundamentals of vehicle software and continues to lead the industry with features like over-the-air software updates and battery integration. Most likely, this would allow a great competitive EV to be made to compete in a lower price point. Currently, Tesla's cheapest vehicle starts at $37,990, over $40,000 after taxes, so they still have a large untapped market with their vehicles. They do have plans to make an affordable $25,000 EV in the next few years, and rumor has it, it could begin testing as early as this year. However, nothing is set in stone, and this Toyota Tesla could prove very valuable. When a Toyota spokesperson was asked about this report, they simply said, quote, "We would like to refrain from commenting on speculations." Now, this wouldn't be the first time Tesla and Toyota have worked together. Back when Tesla was starting out, they were partnered with Toyota to help bring the RAV4 EV out. It got about 100 miles of range on a 50 kilowatt-hour battery pack that came from Tesla, and Tesla also developed its powertrain and software. The RAV4 EV was loved by those who owned it, but was not widely sold since it was just a California compliance car. Elon Musk has never ruled out the idea of licensing their tech to other companies or working with them, and I think a partnership like this would probably be unpopular amongst diehard Tesla fans, but a great thing for Tesla's mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. With Tesla ramping up battery production, producing their cars in more factories, and developing a $25,000 EV, they will have plenty of compelling products of their own. Then they can be working with Toyota to make a truly great Toyota Tesla EV and make money on that partnership. Interestingly, earlier this month, Toyota actually unveiled the first teaser of their electric vehicle concept called X Prologue with a possible 2022 sale date. So we'll see what happens there and to what extent Tesla may be partnering with Toyota. It could simply be batteries and drivetrains and not really feel much like a Tesla partnership, or it could be much more integrated than we expect. I personally would love to see Tesla and Toyota work together in depth on a vehicle and each provide their own strengths. Maybe it feels like a Model Y but comes in cheaper and gets rid of some common Model Y complaints like a rough suspension. However, the original report did say, quote, "Tesla provides some of the electronic control platform and software technology on board its vehicle to Toyota." Most likely this will be an under-the-hood partnership, so to speak, with it feeling more like an advanced Toyota as opposed to a Tesla built by Toyota. But what are your thoughts? Do you think this Toyota and Tesla partnership will happen, and to what extent? What would you like to see? Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Next, we're going to talk about the Cybertruck and the recent news of it actually coming this year. But first, I'd like to give a special thanks to today's sponsor, BlockFi. BlockFi provides financial products for crypto investors, including high-yield interest loans, USD loans, and no-fee trading. There are no hidden fees at BlockFi, and you can get a return of up to 8.6 APY that starts accruing immediately, plus compounding monthly interest. Opening an account is easy and convenient, and you can fund it with cash or crypto before trading across a wide variety of cryptocurrencies while earning interest at the same time. BlockFi works with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and stablecoins and is very trustworthy. They have backing from Coinbase, Winklevoss Capital, and many more, and their primary custodian is Gemini, who stores assets in an air-gapped cold storage hardware security module. One aspect to keep in mind is that BlockFi is not FDIC and SIPC insured, so there are some inherent risks when placing crypto into BlockFi, but they are committed to trust and transparency, complying with comprehensive state and federal regulations. Again, you can earn up to 8.6% APY at BlockFi, and for a limited time, you can earn a crypto bonus of up to $250 when you open a new account. Head to blockfi.com/Ryan Shaw, linked in the description below, to get started. So back to the Cybertruck. It was unveiled all the way back in November of 2019 with an originally announced release date of 2021. The biggest obstacle for the Cybertruck is that Tesla has to build the factory to build the car. They broke ground on their Texas factory in July of 2020, and progress is coming along quickly. However, the idea of a brand new vehicle, unlike anything Tesla has made, coming from a brand new factory in Texas still seems like a long shot to many. Elon's last comment on Cybertruck production was, quote, "If we get lucky, we'll be able to do a few deliveries toward the end of this year, but I expect volume production to begin in 2022. Regarding the design, he said, "We finished almost all of the Cybertruck engineering, so we're no longer iterating at the design center level or design level. We've got the designs fixed. We will soon order the equipment necessary to make the Cybertruck work." Well, they did order that equipment according to their GigaPress supplier Idra. Idra's general manager said, quote, "Idra makes a world's first for technological innovation, and we are very proud to announce that today, on March 16th, 2021, we have been able to secure the first order for an 8,000-ton die casting machine." This is the exact machine Elon has talked about for the Cybertruck. So we know that they have ordered the equipment, but just this week we heard some new rumors about Cybertruck production ramping up faster than expected. Reportedly, Tesla is preparing to make a pilot production line for the Cybertruck at their Fremont factory. This would allow them to start initial production and work through production issues without needing to wait for the equipment to be fully online at Giga Texas. Then, once the equipment is ready to go, the team will transition from Fremont to Texas to begin Cybertruck production in June of 2021. These are incredibly quick timelines, and June sounds a bit ambitious to me, but this is what the latest reports are saying, and it has been confirmed by multiple members of the Cybertruck team confidentially. Additionally, that is simply the start of production in Giga Texas and will again probably take a few months to get underway. In any case, the latest report gives some hope to the idea of a Cybertruck coming this year. Elon Musk has sandbagged the last few Tesla releases to a degree. The Model Y came much earlier than originally announced, and the Plaid Model S, even though now delayed, is delayed from a pushed-up release date. The Plaid Model S was originally supposed to launch in late 2021, based on what Tesla announced at Battery Day, and now it should be coming in March, with the full Plaid Plus long-range version coming at the end of this year or mid-next year. Tesla is focused on their most popular cars, and the Model Y absolutely fell into that category, coming in 9 months early. With so many Cybertruck orders, it makes sense that Tesla wants to get this out and that the Plaid Plus Model S, while impressive and super exciting, is on the back burner due to its high cost of $150,000. In any case, it seems like Elon is under-promising on delivery dates since he has over-promised a lot in the past. At the same time he is under-promising, Tesla is growing rapidly, so a 2021 Cybertruck definitely seems like a possibility, even if Elon doesn't directly say so. This pilot production line at Fremont sounds like a very smart idea to help the Cybertruck get underway faster. Seemingly, they have been making 4680 cells at their Fremont pilot plant, and new hirings are showing that they are ramping up for battery production at Giga Texas very quickly. Tesla just posted nearly 50 new job openings at Giga Texas, and most are related to battery cell production, so all the pieces are lining up for a quick Cybertruck production timeline. At the very least, we should be getting some sightings and leaked photos of the Cybertruck this year, and in the best case scenario, I'll have a review of the Cybertruck by the end of this year. Last up today, we have the latest info and sightings for the refreshed Model S. At this point, we can see that Tesla has not delivered any Model S's or X's this quarter, and will be delaying production until April. In fact, I was just at Tesla's large Buena Park delivery center. I was actually picking up a new Model 3, and there will be more videos to come soon, so make sure you're subscribed, but there was not a single Model S or X in sight. Initially, the Model S Plaid was supposed to be released in February, and then March, and now order holders have been notified that it won't be coming until April. There have been a number of sightings of this vehicle in the wild, with close-up images showing our first taste of Tesla's version 11 software. The latest sighting with new information comes from Zach on Twitter, who spotted a Plaid Model S on the road. He could tell it was Plaid because it actually has a Plaid badge. Tesla sometimes adds a badge to say which vehicle configuration it is, but I think a Plaid badge might have been somewhat unexpected. Still very cool to see, since it's a way to tell these vehicles apart from an older Model S. Also, this particular model had a yoke steering wheel. The most recent reports had said that Tesla was waiting on NHTSA approval for the yoke steering wheel and was producing Model S's with a normal steering wheel until that approval comes. After initial deliveries, they will likely get approved and then offer retrofits to customers for the yoke steering wheel if they still want it. It appears that this is still the case, and Tesla is waiting to hear from NHTSA about the yoke steering wheel. However, NHTSA just said that Tesla's new Smart Shift technology is allowed and does not violate any rules. Quote, "NHTSA is aware of the touchscreen shift control Tesla developed for its Model S and other vehicles. A properly configured transmission shift control operated by means of a touchscreen interface would not violate federal motor vehicle safety standards. Also, Tesla has certified compliance with all applicable safety standards. At this time, there are no known compliance concerns related to the shift control configuration." This is referring to this recently leaked video of how the Model S shifts on screen. The Model S uses a new Tesla technology called Smart Shift that automatically shifts for you. But if for whatever reason you need to override that, it appears that this is the way you do it. And it has now been approved by NHTSA. We'll see what this is like in practice, but my prediction is that Smart Shift is good enough that you rarely need to shift using this method. Hopefully April will bring new Model S deliveries, NHTSA will approve the yoke steering wheel, and Tesla will give customers the option to choose between a yoke wheel and a normal wheel on the Model S and X. That's it for today, so if you want to learn more about the Tesla Semi and how it could save you money, you can watch that video linked over here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.